Hey everyone, this is Tish Griffin back today to talk with you about your finances, about your budgeting, about any questions that you have relating to money and debt management. Again, my name is Tish Griffin and I am here on behalf of Family Credit Management Services. And Family Credit is there. There are counselors standing by to assist you. Let's say if you've got questions about debt and finances and you can't find them within this show. Of course, there's shows that we've done previously, but if you need that hand holding, that one-on-one touch, I want you to reach out to a counselor at 800-994-3328. Give them a call and speak with them directly. Now, you can also go online and chat with the counselor, get the answers that you need, and talk with someone about your individual situation. So whether you call or you go online and chat with the counselor, use this as a resource to help take care of whatever questions you may have. A lot of times we struggle not knowing where can we go for help or who can we turn to for help. So that's the purpose. That's why we come to you so often with this information, because you never know what sharing with you that will be a benefit to you or to someone that you may come in contact with as well. So I always say share the information, share the wealth, because we want you to be empowered to take care of your own situation. So with the start of the new year, had a lot of questions about finances and debt recently. A lot of people want to know what it is that they can do to keep their own money, keep more of their money, and watch their money grow. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We are also going to talk about some money savings tips and ideas to help you with that. And also, I just want you to be able to keep in mind that these issues that we addressed here, again, these videos, this being brought to you is to help you. So if you miss something or you need further explanation, I do want you to reach out to a counselor at familycredit.org or 800-994-3328. Now, we are in the midst of a new regime taking over. We've got a new president coming in, and we're not here to talk about politics, no. But what I want you to know is that things change often. And so as our government is changing, our lives are changing, our finances are changing too. We want to stay on top of it. So what I want you to do is start by taking a look at your budget and your spending, because this year in 2025, we want to be able to keep a better hold of our finances. We want you to know where your money is coming in and where it's going out. And we've got to tighten things up. But start by taking control and looking at where we are now. We talk about this a lot, but now it's becoming a lot more relevant. And the reason why I say that is because right now we have to look around and we see that over the last couple of weeks, even though interest rates may have seemed like they're coming down a little bit, guess what? Prices are going up. That's right. We are coming under inflation again, and things are changing. The prices are starting to increase on the goods and services that we use each and every single day. We're looking at home prices. They've increased over 6% within the last month, as to where maybe a few years ago, maybe even 4 or 5 years ago, you may have thought, let's see, our median average home price was about $250,000 for someone looking to get a home. Right now, today, if you're looking to get a starter home and you want it in a decent neighborhood, you want the taxes to be where you can manage them, right now the median price in the nation is going at $427. That's right, $427,000, which means that even though our rates are down, prices are up. So we need to see how we can still manage it. We need to be able to afford those things. And over the next few months, it's scheduled to get just a little bit worse. So we want to make sure that you're tightening your budget right now to prepare for it. The last thing we want is to be, surprised. So what that says is, how do I take the money that I'm making right now and make it stretch further? How do I take from what I have right now and save more? A key component of that, of course, is knowing where you're at, looking at your budget, looking at your income, your debt that you have going out each month, and saying, okay, let's tighten it up. Where can I tighten it up a little bit? So I'm going to throw out some tips and ideas that you can follow along with to help make your finances just a little bit better and be able to keep a hold of some things. Again, if you have questions about doing this process, about going through your budget, let's say you've got your budget or you haven't even set down a budget for 2025 yet, you want to get a hold of it and start doing it now. Go to Family Credit's website, familycredit.org. Look at the tools and the resources that they have online. Come across Personal Finance Made Easy, which is a really handy book that you can actually request or you can download, right? In this book, you've got Personal Finance Made Easy. There's also a spending plan there too. Same basic concepts and principles that will help you sit down with your budget. Now, this book that I'm pointing out though, Personal Finance Made Easy, has a little bit more information in it and you'll be able to use it for a lot more things. It'll get you thinking. So go download that. Then you want to start looking at my spending plan. When you go into this book, there is a chapter on your spending plan. And first thing, you want to make your money do for you what you need it to. So you're going to go in here and start thinking about your budget, your goals, and you're going to be able to follow along with your life and how it changes and those things that you should pay attention to. A lot of us right now, and from what I'm seeing, we don't really pay attention to where our money is going in the course of a month. We think that we are getting one thing each and every single month, and we think, I know when I get paid, I'll just have that paycheck, but we're not paying attention to the actual amount that's coming in. So that's where first we need to start looking at our goals. We're looking at how we budget. Let's take a step back. Look at how we budget. I talk to a lot of people about budgeting, about their finances, and the common consensus is, it's not for me. It's hard. Like, I don't want to sit down and do it. It stresses me out. The number one thing is that a budget will stress you out. So what I want you to do is make sure that when you're looking at your budget and you're thinking about finances, you've got to change your mindset about what you think about these finances in order to make something work for you. So first thing, take a step back, look at how you are addressing your finances. Think about it. If you come home after work and you want to sit down and do your budget, but you come in the house, you're thinking about everything that went on during the day. Things were probably not as good. You had calls at work, had some run-ins at work, things that didn't go the way that you wanted them to. And so now you're already on high alert. You're already stressed out. And now you're going to think about money and how you're supposed to make things work. Not a good combination. So I want you to take a step back and just think about, what do I need to do to calm myself down? I need to get into a totally different mind space when I'm dealing with my finances. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want the phone to ring. I don't want to be angry. So these are ways that people jump into budgeting, not thinking about it. And that's one reason why your budget may or may not work for you, because it's all about how you think about money. Another thing, when you think that your budget is going to defeat you automatically off the bat, before you even start, you already have that implanted. So you want to sit down and say, okay, I need to figure out where my finances are, what I'm working with, set my goals for this, and then let's just do it. A lot of us, when we sit down and look at our budget, there is no money left over. Because again, we're looking at it with the wrong mindset. But once we start going through it, and we're calm, we're relaxed, and whatever you need to do, be it drink some wine, have a nice bath, maybe drink some tea, calm down, and put on some soft music, and now let's go through this money. And you sit down and you see exactly, what am I working with? Now, when you're looking at your budget, there's only two things that you can do to improve your situation. You can increase your income or decrease your expenses. So that's the only ways that this is going to work. So you've got your mindset, you're looking at your goals, and you know in the long run, if this does not work, I either need to increase my income or decrease my expenses. So I need to keep an open mind about ways that I can do that. And sometimes even looking at our spending habits, we can identify what are those extra things that we can do in our budget alone that will bring in some more income or decrease what we're doing. So we want to keep that in mind as we go throughout our finances. Sit down, download Personal Finance Made Easy or My Spending Plan from Family Credit's website. If you cannot find it, you can call a counselor or chat online with a counselor. They will mail you this information. So let's say you don't want to download, you don't want to print, they will mail you this or however many you want. If you want to get 5 of them for your friends, let's do a budget party, do that. You'll be able to sit down and take some time and go through this and you help get your finances together. Now, you're going to go in here and you're going to start talking about or thinking about your goals. What do you want to accomplish for 2025? Again, most people have said to me, I don't have enough money and I want to make more. So we need to see what you can do to actually bring more money your way. And it starts by knowing where you're at now. You want to know what income you have coming in. And then let's start going over your expenses, looking at your bills, getting in there. We talk about this all the time, looking at your utility bills. And a lot of times, even though we're saying it here, and even for me, when we think about it, we haven't really sat down and looked at our bills yet for 2025. We need to sit down and look at what are those things that we're paying out. What bills are we getting each and every single month? What do our utility bills look like? And I'm pointing this out because a lot of times we think about what is our spending habits? What bills are we getting? What utilities are we paying for? But we haven't sat down to actually break those bills up to see, hey, what are they actually charging me for? And a lot of people I'm finding that they are being charged extra money on some of their utility bills, and a huge one is your cell phone bill. Now, at the beginning of the year, a lot of cell phone companies are coming out with different plans and different features that they want to add in. So while you're doing a deep dive on your bills, also see what products and services do your utility companies or do like the cell phone companies, the cable companies, what else can you get for whatever service that you're buying. So take a look at that. Sometimes you will find that your phone company might even offer free streaming. You might be able to get free Netflix, free Hulu, free Peacock. Look and see what it is that they're offering and how can that benefit you. You may say, I can't cut down on this bill, but if your phone company is offering you free Netflix runs about $20 a month now, and if they're willing to front that bill for free, guess what? That reduces your budget. So you want to go in, see how whatever code you need to get that activated, and that way it's no longer on you. Honestly, for me, sometimes I do services such as DoorDash, Uber, they're out there. Use them to your advantage. Instacart is one that I use. And for me personally, I may use it a few times a year. I use it when I get sick. But guess what they offer? They offer free Peacock. And that's an additional $15 savings that me and everyone in my household can take advantage of for the whole year. Think about that. You may say that's not anything huge, but when we're looking, a lot of times we're looking at our cable bill. And years ago, we said, hey, we'll cut out cable by streaming more. And now each streaming platform that you look at wants to charge. Some of them charging as much as like YouTube TV, maybe like $75 a month. You've got the ESPN specials. All of these things add up as to where we were paying maybe $150 for cable. Now we're paying $25 for this one, $30 for this one, $40 for this one, $10 for here and there. And we're paying out all these little amounts, but they're adding up. And that's where it hits our budget because everything is adding up. We think that it's a great deal. We jump for it. And then it's affecting us a lot more than we even thought. Another thing that you want to think about is, do you have any subscription services that you are paying for as well? And you may say, well, it's not just for magazines anymore. You may say, I get charged, for this service, the news service, Apple News, Yahoo, Bloomberg, whatever the case may be. Subscription services have gone so far as to include the clothing that you wear. You can have a subscription service set up where they're sending you outfits each and every single month. And in order to get you in, to entice you, they say, hey, if you come on over to our service, you'll get this free outfit. We'll give you a free outfit, or we'll let you try us for 3 months. Now think about that. If you try a service for 3 months before they even charge you, what's the likelihood of you remembering that you did that? 3 months from now, you're probably not going to remember, which is why you've got to be diligent about those things now. So if you sign up for a subscription service, make sure if it's to your advantage and you're going to use it, but you don't know whether you're going to keep it, you don't know whether you're liking it. Some subscription services, even for your credit report, you might want to look at that report right now, get that details. You need to remember to cancel it. So what you want to do is when you sign up for that subscription service, put a note in your calendar, your planner, your phone, whatever you used as reminders for general information, put that reminder in there. Set it for 2 weeks from now so that you can remember to cancel. If you got a 7-day offer or a 14-day offer, whatever that offer may be, if you sign up for something today and you cancel it tomorrow and they're giving you 14 days, most likely you'll still be able to use that service for whatever that 14-day period is. So yes, put it in your phone as soon as possible to cancel it, because what they're banking on, they want you to forget about it. They want to be able to charge you for maybe 3 or 4 months before you remember, oh, why am I getting charged this? I did sign up for it. I forgot to cancel. That's what they want, because a lot of them will say, even though you forgot to cancel, we can't give you a refund. So they want you to forget about it. They want you to pay each and every single month and lose money. But I don't want you to do that. So I want you to make sure that when you're signing up for subscription services, go ahead and set a date in your phone, your planner, your tracker, whatever you're using to stop that service. So that's a huge one for us. Another thing that we're looking at doing when you want to keep more money into your pocket, you want to keep more money in your paycheck for whatever it is that you need, you want to look at the debt that you have each and every single month and how you pay that out. And that's why counselors are available at Family Credit to help you with that aspect of it as well. A lot of times, especially with Christmas just passed, with the future in front of us, we've got tax season coming. We've got so many people that are banking on their tax refunds, and they're either want to use them to pay off debt, to go on vacation. We need to be, whatever that money is coming in for, we need to be diligent and make sure that we have a plan for it. So you want to sit down, look at your debt, look at your credit that you're paying out, whatever you're paying each and every single month. If you've got some collection agencies that you are struggling with and you don't know what to do about it, reach out to a counselor at Family Credit Management at 800-994-3328, and let's get going on a plan to repay your debt, to get out from under this debt, and to make things better for you. That's what I want to see. I want you to be financially fit and stable in 2025. That's right, we're going to thrive in 2025. And so the way that you're going to do that is make it up in your mind right now that I'm going to get my debt under control. No more frivolous spending. I'm going to cut out these subscriptions. I'm going to pay more attention to my finances. I'm going to get my budget together. Personal Finance Made Easy will help you get that. I'm going to do these things right now so that by the end of the year, I will have accomplished my goals. And you want to set yourself up for success. And the way to do that, go through your budget and figure out how much you can put towards your debt. When you're looking at your credit card statements, your credit cards will require you to make a minimum payment. Your utilities, each and every single month, they're going to require a payment from you. And you want to make sure that you can comfortably afford that in your budget. So we want to sit down and see what's our average. Call the utility companies right now and find out for your home, for your apartment, for wherever you're living, what is your average bill look like over the past year. What did we spend on this? And they'll give that to you. They'll give you a budget plan if you need it. They'll say, hey, looks like some months you paid $100, some months you pay like $150, some months you pay $75. So your average amount per year is this amount. Let's set your budget plan to this so that even though whatever you're doing, you know that this is the amount that you're paying, and you can write that down in your budget and be consistent with it. You can make sure that you're paying that each and every single month. Let's say your light bill runs you $80 a month, okay? That's your average bill, $80 a month. So you know you get paid twice a month. And instead of you struggling to do that whole $80 at one time, or it might fluctuate, let's get $40 going to it each and every single time. Let's set that up. You can set it up through your bank or your bill payer so that it goes automatically every 2 weeks or so. You're paying it $40, and that way you don't have to worry about it. With your minimum payment on your credit cards, let's think about this, because your goal now is to get out of debt so that you're not paying this month each and every single month. What I want to see you do is, if you are paying each and every single month on your credit cards, we need to work on paying off that debt so you can take the amount that you're using and paying on your credit cards and start to invest that in yourself. Invest that into an account where you can watch that money grow and you can watch things become better for you. You will establish your savings account, and that's what I want to see happen for you. So they say when you're thinking about your savings, you need to have at least 6 months worth of your savings. That's been like what's been saying for years, right? 6 months worth of whatever your income is set aside in your bank for savings each and every single month, so that you've got the 6 months there. If something goes wrong, you don't get any income, something like COVID happens again, inflation comes along, you're already covered, right? But you want to know, how do you actually get to that month? How do you get to saving 6 months? How do you get to saving even just that one? You may say, I can't even save a half a month. What do I do? We've got to look at that budget and see how much extra is left over. What's your discretionary income after you pay all of your bills? After we've looked at what can we cut out, what can we cut down on? We're cutting out subscription services. We're cutting out that spending, those spending leaks. And what amount can I actually use to save each and every single month? We need a number. I need for you to have a number, because if you don't have a number, you have no goal in mind. You can't just say, I'm just going to save whatever I can. No, you need a number to accomplish this goal, to set that in your head, and then you can start saving that each and every single month. So I'm going to give you a little formula that I use. And think about this. To get to that 6 months worth of savings and whatever you can save, first think about, how old are you? Let's look at having at least 10 times whatever our age is each and every single month to put into savings. So if you are 28 years old right now, okay? That means 10 times 28, 280. Let's see, if out of your paycheck, you can save at least $280 every single month. And you may say, that's a little bit hard. I'm struggling with that. I get paid twice a month. I can't do that. Let's break it down. You might not be able to do 280 at one time, but can you do 140 out of this paycheck? And you might say, well, that's a little bit better. That works a little bit better for me, because guess what? In the course of my month, when I got paid last time, I blew $50 on a pair of shoes. I put 30 into going into the store, going out for drinks, going out for food. I spent like 40, $50 every time I went out like 4 times. And you may say, man, if I'm going out that much, let me think about what I'm spending, and maybe I can save $140 each paycheck if I just switch these things around. If I stop going to Starbucks so much, if I stop going out for coffee so much, or if I'm buying cheaper. What are those ways that I can save on my budget? What are those things I can pull back on? And what are some other tips? Even looking at Personal Finance Made Easy, looking at the budget guide, what can I do to make things a little bit easier for me so that I save more? And then you may develop different ways for you to save more and have that money set aside, put it into your account, and start saving that each and every single month. Or you may say, let me take this $140 and now I'm going to be paying that towards my debt that I want to pay off. Now, again, we still need to keep those credit cards open. You still need that revolving credit, because that's the quickest way for you to build credit. But you want to be careful when using it. There's good debt and there's bad debt. We want to keep the good kind where we can use it to strengthen our situation. We don't want to be maxed out. We don't want to be paying too much into our budget where we can't afford to live because we're paying on our credit cards. So I want you to make sure that you look at your budget, look at your finances, go back through things and see what it is that you can cut out to make 2025 better for you. What can you cut back on? And then if you need some help, reach out to a counselor at 800-994-3328 or go online, familycredit.org, download the My Spending Plan, Personal Finance Made Easy, and chat with the counselor that can help you with your situation. Looking to go over your credit report, your budget, that's what we're here for. So go ahead, reach out for the help, use us as a resource. Keep this information in mind because yes, you can make your money do what you wanted to do, what you wanted to do. You just need to discipline yourself to be able to do it. All right, hope this information was helpful and we will see you again next time. Take care.